Hey, it's Arkeem Ra, and I decided that I'd make a quick video addressing disclosure versus disinformation and the fact that these two things go hand in hand and there's nothing we can do about it. If there wasn't disinformation, none of us would be talking, none of us would be public, none of us would be hosting podcasts and trying to have conversations with hundreds of people, right? The whole entire reason why we're here is because there's disinformation and we're treading through the muddy waters trying to find a clear picture of what's actually happening. So my message in this video is that it's okay that there are people in the community that are disagreeing about what's going on, because at the end of the day, we all know that there are people out there who are full of shit that are spreading disinformation. And this would be a good time to go into the fact that Corey Good just admitted that none of his testimony is real. Meanwhile, a lot of people like Penny Bradley have been pointing out that the guy isn't authentic for a long time. I've known that he isn't authentic for a long time because my starseed lineage is avian, and what he was talking about didn't line up with what I remember. But that's a whole nother thing that we don't have to get into. Um, what's more important than the fact that we disagree is the fact that there's a lot that we agree on. We all agree on the fact that we're being lied to. We all agree on the fact that the truth isn't clear. We all agree on the fact that the quote unquote real space program is fake. And now there are people who are arguing over whether SSP experiencers like myself are fake or not. That's fine. I don't agree with it. I think that it's hijacking the truth from the narrative, but that's my opinion and that's okay. What we need to do is we need to debate about these things and not attack each other. Ryder Lee was talking about how there are people who are reporting his channel and all these things. We all know that Ryder Lee isn't some sort of disinformation agent or something like that. This guy is somebody who's trying to find the truth, who genuinely believes in what he's saying. He's done a shit ton of research. He's helped a lot of people. He's putting out videos. I disagree with him myself. I think that the Secret Space Program and what he's been covering up until now was 100% authentic and accurate for the most part. And I disagree with the fact that a lot of the new things that he's saying and his new perspective on how he looks at things. That doesn't mean that I'm going to attack him. That doesn't mean that I'm going to stop listening to him. Because we need to listen to everybody. A red flag that Corey Good had for me right away was the fact that he said in some of his videos, if you go back and watch them, this is the authentic source of information from the Space Commission or whatever, and only listen to this, and there's all this disinformation out there, so stay here and listen to us. This is the only source of truth. That's not how this operates. That's not how this works. You, the viewer, have to find the truth. The truth exists. It's like they say in the X-Files, the truth is out there. Well, there are all these different people talking. You need to do your best to listen to them and discern for yourself what the truth is. You're not a child. You're an adult. You can decide what you believe in. And like I said before, it's perfectly healthy that we're having disagreements in this community. It's perfectly healthy that there are people saying, well, I don't see it that way. Let's be, authentic about it. Let's be real about it. Let's talk about it. Because what are we all trying to do here? We're trying to get to the truth. We're trying to get to the bottom of what's really going on. So if we have conversations about it, people can listen, people can latch on to what they know is true, and people can decide for themselves. That's why I'm having, on Halloween, I'll be releasing a conversation between me and Shane the Runer, who I just put out a video about how I disagree with everything that he's saying, and I even said that I think he might be a disinformation agent in the video. I really didn't mean to be rude there. He thought that I was being rude. We had a very adult, polite conversation with each other, and I think it's going to be a good interview. I think that we agree on a lot more things than we disagree on. And it's like I said, it's disclosure versus disinformation, and it's you as the viewer have to decide what you believe in. So if we have these kinds of conversations where you're able to see two people with opposing views on things, hash it out, okay? You're able to gain a clear picture for yourself, and you're able to make a decision based on the information that's out there instead of just zeroing in on one source of information. That's what they want us to do. That's what the mainstream media is people zooming in on one source of information and seeing it as God. Okay? We need to be careful about people who say that they're the source of truth and that prop themselves up as some sort of savior and ask for your money and create these almost cult like institutions. We have to be careful. Of course, there's going to be money involved. If we want a bunch of people to meet in one place and have a conference and stuff like that, and unfortunately, it's going to take money. We live in a capitalistic society. Don't get me the wrong way. Sometimes people are going to ask for your money in reasonable ways, but it's when they do it like it's a church, like it's religious or something, like Good did, and tried to come in and act like they're your savior. I find that a little bit off-putting because I'm never going to come in and say that I'm somebody's savior. I'm never going to come in and say that I can help people. All I can do is talk with you. I don't have some sort of thing that you can buy from me that's worth money that I can give to you. At least not right now. I'm sorry. I know that there are people in this community who are trying to help people, and it does take time and energy, Reiki healers and stuff like that. Fine. But I'm not going to deny the fact that some of these people are charlatans, that some of these people out there are trying to take advantage of you and take your money. And it's unfortunate. And in the community, there's definitely people who, A, are spreading disinformation intentionally, or B, falling into false narratives and then spreading them. So, it's up to us, the individuals, as individual sovereign people, to find the actual truth and bring it to light. That's what we're all looking to do here. That's what we all feel is our calling. We all feel that. That's what we all have in common, right? So let's not become bitter enemies. Maybe we're not entirely on the same page, but we are enough to where we don't have to become enemies and that we can still work together. So that's the message that I'm trying to say here. It's just we need to talk. We need to keep talking. We need to keep investigating, and people need to be able to decide for themselves. Because for me personally, the way I can verify things is my direct experiences with them. And I think that's how it should operate with everybody else. What do you experience? What do you see in your life? How do you feel about it? When you're presented with information that resonates with you, maybe there's something to that. And with that, I'm going to call it a day. I just wanted to make a quick message, and I'll let people don't always have a lot of time. Thank you for taking 8 minutes of your time to listen to me.